Here are the details of an amazing audience reaction. We've all heard the tales of people fainting at the sight of something horrifying in a newly released movie, and most of us have heard the cliché tale of the audience that ran screaming at the sight of the first cinema train hurtling towards the screen. When large groups of people come together for a shared experience, there is no telling what might happen, whether it is during a religious service, a movie, or even a trial. This video looks at times people reacted in a less than ordinary way when witness to various events. Number 1. The Rite of Spring, 1913. The grand opening of the ballet The Rite of Spring by Igor Stravinsky resulted in a very unexpected audience reaction, riots. They were, in fact, so bad, the show was stopped and the orchestra fled. Stravinsky was at the forefront of modern art in classical music, and he decided that he would represent the wonder of the spring season in a way no one had before. To do so, he focused on pagan rites to represent the agony of new birth. This premiere performance was something extraordinary. The music was written by the greatest 20th century composer, and the costumes and sets were designed by Nicholas Roerich, for whom is named the Roerich Pact, which asserts that the protection of culture always has precedence over any military necessity. The ballet was choreographed by the great dancer Vaslav Nijinsky. For enthusiasts of the classical arts, this is virtually the second coming of Jesus Christ. For audiences of the day it proved too much. This was, of course, 2 years before the world became partly immune to horror due to the Great War. Stravinsky's score was met with derisive laughter at the opening strains of its bassoon solo, but mirth turned to mockery, and then to outright rioting by the time the piece reached its first movement, The Augurs of Spring. The colorful costumes and sets combined with the bizarre writhing and thumping of the ballerinas to the thunderous cacophony of the movement was simply too much. The piece is now acclaimed as one of the greatest works of 20th century classical music. Go figure. The video above starts at the moment that the rioting would have begun. Try to watch it with the eyes of someone who had only known such things as Swan Lake to be ballet, you'll find it quite startling.